2 upcoming live offerings I want to whisper in your ear. November, Northern Thailand, the heart practices. It's a beautiful 7-night retreat exploring yoga, meditation, temples, the best food in Thailand, and the Brahma Viharas, the heart practices that the Buddha offered to help us incrementally expand the heart. And then in February, the Mindfulish School, 200-hour yoga teacher training. So if you want to come and study with me, this is actually a beautiful training. It's a hybrid, partially online, and then we meet in Bali for 2 weeks. So the best of both worlds. And after this class, check out the links below and reach out if you are interested. We're already half full for both, so do it quick.
Hey. Hey. Are you ready? Are you ready to practice? A slow flow, but before we begin, I was reminded of these words by a man named Brian Ellis. He's a yogi, and I was reminded because I was outside McDonald's and I saw a bunch of beautiful Buddhist monks with their Big Macs, and it was such a beautiful juxtaposition. And anyway, these words from Brian Ellis. He says, I drink with the thinkers and I smoke with the teachers, and I've never met a good man who believes he has the answers. He says, let your personality be your work of art and befriend your ego before you listen to any bullshit that's telling you to get rid of it. Because trying to get rid of one thing to get closer to another is creating that same inner conflict that we're so tired of fighting. So he says that the only way out is in. This practice of yoga is that entry. Landing here, not as like an escape from reality or life, but to strengthen that structure within our being that fully embraces the way that life is flowing around us and within us. So to give your practice to complement the postures with that depth of meeting the discomfort in such a generous way with such a loving heart. And then see what happens when you are allowed to be you, the good, the bad, the right, the wrong, the confused, all of it. Having a space to land. It's a masterpiece. Let's flow and breathe and invite any frayed edges back into a sense of whole, allowing and being held. So find a way to sit, maybe cross-legged, that's comfortable. Let your palms gently land wherever they land. And breathe in and feel that breath in the belly. And breathe out and feel that breath rise from the base of the spine all the way through the crown of the head. And exhale. Again, like that, breathe in through belly, maybe side body. Breathe out from the base, through the crown. And feel 3 more breaths in this way. There is a wash or a cycle of prana, light breath, flowing through the center of you. Bottom of that exhalation, feel your palms come together. with the palms together, start to sit back a little bit or a lot. Actually, let's sit back so much that your feet can come together too, and your hands can come together. And then start to rub your feet and rub your hands. And breathe and feel a little bit of warmth wherever you feel warmth. Take a big breath in. Exhale, cross the ankles and come all the way over onto hands and knees. Fingers spread nice and wide. Now the breath initiates the movements, okay? This is that yoking or connection. So be sincere with that. The breath initiating the movement. Drop the belly, reach the crown of the head up. And then exhale, active child's pose. Soften the hips back, but not quite all the way. Inhale, belly low, head high. Exhale, round back. One more. The sound is received not only through the ears, but receive the sound through the heart, through the skin. This time, Anahatasana melts through the heart. It doesn't always feel like melting. So if you need to, don't soften quite as much. But the invitation in Anahatasana is to reach the hands wide and then start to soften through the heart and keep the tailbone lifted. Maybe tuck the chin and let the forehead land. Breathe here for 3. Glue the hands down, but imagine them drawing back towards you. Let's lengthen the right leg back. Turn the toes to face the right side, and then drag that right leg all the way over until it's extending out of the hip, and then drop the foot down. And as you drop the foot down, press into the outer edge of that foot. Feel the tailbone lift. Exhale, draw the right shoulder in direction of the leg. Inhale, shoulders through the center. Exhale, imagine pushing the hands away from you, lift the tailbone. One more. Rooting, grounding down to the outer edge of the right foot. Good. Shoulders back through the center, and then bend that right knee and turn your right toes out. So we're coming into like a modified warrior 2. Push down into that right foot and then stack the shoulders over the hips. So the hips are working to stay open, and then bring your right forearm down onto the right thigh. Maybe the hips kind of sink over to that right knee. The left hand can reach and find the back of the head. Inhale, open the elbow. Feel the left hip pull down. And then exhale, bring the elbow in direction of the right knee. 2 more like this. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck tailbone rounds. 1 more. Good. Through the center we go. From here, shift the weight so that you can bring that right leg all the way forward. Hips low, hands high. Breathe in, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, lengthen the front leg, slide the hips back. Maybe the fingertips don't touch. Inhale, you can bend through the elbows, heart forward. Exhale, lengthen back, push into the big toe. 1 more. Lengthen back. Good. Let both hands land. Wiggle that front foot all the way back, both knees land. Big circles with the spine. Tuck the tailbone. Push into the fingertips. And let the sound infuse the movements. the way onto the belly. Uncurl the toes, let the hips land. We're gonna reach the right fingertips wide. As you reach the right fingertips, push down through that hand and keep the right shoulder down. So we're gonna open through the lines of the lung and the heart meridian. Pressing down through the right shoulder, let the hips start to lift towards the left. Maybe that top leg, the knee might bend and land over to the right side. And if you have any other variations here, then go for it. And notice if your head is lifted, you might tuck the chin and let the temples land. Good. Back around to the other side. Right hand plants, left arm reaches, and to the side we go. Maybe lengthen through right leg, let the toes land. The chin tucks a little bit. Let the belly stay nice and soft. Opening of the shoulders that so often we close in to protect the heart, protecting something that doesn't need to be protected. Breathe in. Back through the center we go. Hands land under the shoulders. Inhale, Bhujangasana, gentle back bend. Heart wide, eyes light, jaw free. Exhale, child's pose. And then once again, rebound forward, hands and knees, lengthen left leg back behind you. And stay present here with this transition. So first turn the toes to face the left. And then let that leg lengthen and reach until it extends out of the hip. And then feel the toes and the outer edge of that left foot lands. Push into the outer edge of the left foot. Feel the tailbone lift, breathe in. And then draw the left shoulder in direction of the left knee. The more that you push down into the points of contact, the more that this posture will give you sensation. So push into the foot. One more, push the hands away from you. Okay, through the center we go. Turn your heel in, left heel in, toes out, and then stacking shoulders once again over the hips. As you land here, bring left forearm onto the thigh. And then maybe again, just let the hips sink a couple times. Right hand reaches, hand finds back of head, inhale, open elbow. Exhale, tuck tailbone and close. So it's like these walls. May the walls between us and life be thick enough that we can feel safe, but be thin enough that we're still letting life in, to exploring and discovering, finding that harvest of presence, beauty, and joy. Inhale, open. And then through the center, hands find the hips. Let that left foot make its way forward. Anjaneyasana, hips low, hands high. Exhale, lengthen the front leg, slide back. Now flow in a way that feels right for you, and maybe that's complete stillness and just listening to sound. Make these movements your own for 3. open. One full breath in. Exhale, empty everything. Good. Let the knee land, let the hand land. Come back through hands and knees. Curl the toes under. Sip the hips onto the heels. Curl the toes under, like even the baby toe. And if it's too much, you can keep the fingertips down. Let's flow a little bit more through the shoulders. So inhale, reach the hands high. Bend the right elbow and let the left hand find that right elbow. Again, really working with these inner lines of arms. Feel the ribs expand. And the breath soften you from the inside out. 2 more breaths. Switching sides, hands reach, and then cross it over, that soft pressure. Hand pressing into elbow and collarbones staying wide. Now notice your expression when things get a little bit edgy. And can your expression reflect the breath? Fluid and free. A little bit lighter between the lips. 1 more breath. Good. And then let that go. Find a seated shape. Cross through the ankles. Let your hands find your knees. Wiggle through the spine. Wiggle in the other direction. Good. Hands together. Breathe fully right where you are. And may life continue to reflect back to you this clarity, ease, flow, and may we be open enough to see